Yeah, what's good with y'all, bro? So the other day, right? I had a convo with the homie and shit. As usual, I can't think of no original shit by myself, But somehow we got onto the topic about top five mangakas, like writing wise, story wise, just picking apart their brain type shit. How cold were they really? And my homie, he had mentioned Kishimoto, guy that wrote Naruto. He had mentioned I don't know a lot of these niggas' names, so be patient with me. The guy who wrote Hunter x Hunter, and I think he had mentioned Gege, right? He said Gege, because like Jujutsu Kaisen is fire, and I had to stop him right there. I had to pause. I had to be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you cannot put Gege in your top five writers, mangaka, whatever. All respect to him, because JJK is fire. JJK is the best new gen out. I ain't trying to hear shit nobody else is saying. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If it ain't Attack on Titan, it ain't better than JJK. Period. To me. But I question JJK's like its real originality and creativity and things of that nature. Like I feel like JJK is low key like a serious Gintama. No, don't get me wrong. I only got to like 4 episodes of Gintama and I was so confused. I'm like, how are they cowboys, samurai, and electronics all in a New York City location? But it's like Gintama to me in a way where there's so much like references and so many connections and things of that nature that are like, whoa, is that from this? Is that from that? Is that from that? Is that from this? And to the point where it's like in JJK, sometimes I don't even know what the fuck is original anymore. I don't even know what's like. Obviously, so many shows have taken things and it's been like, oh, Naruto, yellow hair, orange jumpsuit, it's Goku type shit in shows. But with JJK, it's like they're throwing it right in your face. Like they're throwing in Hunter x Hunter references right in your face with, posing and certain things they do. They're throwing in Naruto, Dragon Ball, Bleach references by Itadori mentioning a Bankai, a Rasengan, a Dondonri. And it's no disrespect to the author or nothing, but it's just I cannot put you in my top 5 writers. I don't think nobody could put Gege in his top 5 writers, or like even JJK in like your top 5, like a critical analysis type shit, like on some critical shit. I don't think JJK can be in anybody's top 5 because it just feels like everything that's great about JJK, or at least a lot of things, 80%, 90%, are like callbacks to other things or references. And that's not a bad thing. That's part of the reason why I love the show, because it's like it makes you more invested when it's like, oh, he fuck with that too, that's clean. I rock with it. Like the same reason you would rock with a streamer or a YouTuber or a rapper, whatever. If they mention some shit that you like and they're like, oh, I like that too, then you gon' by association feel more like, oh, like you got a more closer knit connection relationship with this person. But for me, even though I love the references, I love the side little, what do you call those shits that are like hiding? It's like it's another word for like references, bro. Niggas say shit, a cameo or some shit. With all of that, it's cool. I like it. I love it. It's dope. It's amazing. It's great. And I love the different, what do you call that shit, bro? I love the similar dynamics and the similar like connections. Gojo, Kakashi, Itadori, Megumi, Nobara, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, kind of, except Sakura sucks. All this other shit, like everything that makes things connectable, I love it in JJK. But if I had to tell you the amount of things in JJK that I could also, somebody could be like, oh, this is cool. I could be like, yeah, that's from fucking Kenichi Mightiest Disciple. They'd be like, oh, that's cool. I'd be like, yeah, that's from fucking One Piece, whatever. It's just like, yo, it's just like, I can't look at JJK. I almost don't feel like JJK has earned its stripes to be a complete show, if that makes sense. Like it feels like a parody show, kind of. It feels like a parody show with a serious storyline. Cause there's so many things where you can just be like, nigga, did this nigga make any of this? The only thing I know this nigga made is Infinity, I guess. Like, I don't know. This is just me though, cause I feel like a lot of niggas be gassing JJK up. And respectable, Shibuya was fire, all this other shit. Even though we know y'all niggas about to say JJK fell off when Culling Games and shit happened. But regardless of that fact, there's nothing bad. Like, there's nothing bad about being the callback show or a show with a lot of references. But it's just when it comes to being critical of a show, it's like taking out pure enjoyment. Because if you don't enjoy JJK, you don't enjoy shonen. Like, that's how bold I feel about saying that. Because every trope that's in shonen, everything that's in that, like, you would think a shonen would do or be about, JJK does it all. JJK does it all and almost perfect to a T. But, you know, it's adding new things, adding new flavors, different flavors, you know, big, you know, game changing moves is not JJK's thing. It's more of a, oh, that shit worked for them. Oh, that shit was kind of good for them. Bet I'm gonna work on this and I'm gonna perfect it. And I'm gonna make sure we have the perfect tournament arc. I'm gonna make sure we have the perfect villain. I'm gonna make sure we have, you know, the strongest nigga in the show, but there's other ways to combat him, you know. I'm gonna make sure we have great side characters. I'm gonna make sure we have deaths that people care about. I'm gonna make sure, you know, like, he went crazy. He went in and was like, it's not gonna be that fucking original. And, you know, people might say, oh, it's a ripoff. But you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna say, oh, that nigga from JJK, he ate the fuck up. He did that shit right. He did that shit good, though. Even though it was basic, he made that shit seem like it was almost different just by the level and the fucking amazing work he did to make sure he had no mistakes doing that fucking, you know, copying that. So, you know, by enjoyment wise, JJK, you have my heart. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Gojo, I can, boy, let me take you in the bathroom stall. But, you know, JJK will never, but JJK can be in my top 5 favorite. I know, I'm stuttering. Don't get on my dick, okay? But pure enjoyment, JJK is probably in my top 5. Probably will be. Once it ends, probably will be. But critically and logically and just being like, hey, taking everything into consideration, JJK cannot be in the top 5 of almost anything. Thank you. Good night.